Hi everyone, my name is Kristen and I'm a librarian here at Manchester Community College Library, and today I'm going to show you how to do a search in MCC Library OneSearch. MCC Library OneSearch is this blue box. You can find it on our homepage, and this searches across all of our databases at once, so it allows you to cast a wide net when you're doing your research. So to use OneSearch, you can just go ahead and type in your search terms. So let's say if I was looking into the effects of pollution on health, I might look for smog and health, click on go, and that will bring up our search results. One thing to note on the results page is that if you see a bar appear at the top, it's a gray bar that says welcome guest, please log in for full access. Go ahead and click on that and make sure you log in with your easy login and password, and that'll give you full access to all the features. So that search gave us about 6,800 results, and this is including all books, articles, journals, newspapers, and magazines, and other items that are available electronically from the library. So this is a lot to work with. We can narrow it down a bit. One of the first ways you can do that is using the buttons up here at the top. If I were looking for peer-reviewed articles, which is usually what's required for papers, I could just click the peer-reviewed button, and that's going to narrow it down to items that are peer-reviewed. If I was specifically looking for peer-reviewed articles, I could further narrow it to source type and say academic journals. And that'll show me peer-reviewed academic journal titles. You can further narrow your results by telling it a date range to look at, and with the button up here at the top, it has some shortcuts to narrow to a year, 5 years, or 10 years, but you can also go to the All Filters button right here and narrow things down by going to date range, and you've got the same options as before, but you can also enter in a custom range. You can also narrow your results by subject, publisher, publication. So say if I was looking for a specific journal, look from there. You can also narrow by language and geography. So if I was looking for articles that were about pollution, say in the United States, I could check those boxes here, or if I was looking for another country, I could narrow it here as well. And then source type. You can also choose different options here. Right now we have it narrowed to academic journals, but if we were looking at all results, it would probably also include books, magazines, newspapers, and things like that there. And then you would just click Apply Filters, and it would show you your updated results. So after you've spent some time narrowing down your keywords using the filters and maybe adding some keywords and things up here, life happens. Maybe you need to go pick up the kids, feed the dog, go write a paper for another class, and you want to come back to this. You can do that by copying and saving the permalink back to this page. Now, the permalink in MCC OneSearch is actually the URL up here in the address bar. Don't confuse this with other databases. It's only in OneSearch that you can copy and save the URL that's in the address bar at the top, and that it will bring you back to your search results. Other databases do not work this way, so just remember that when you're working with MCC OneSearch. So let's say that I've narrowed my results and I find an article that looks interesting to me. So I can go ahead and click on the article, and it's going to give me the record page for that article where there's some more further information. So I can see here the title of the article, the journal it was published in, the author's names. And one thing that's good down here is if I was struggling to find different search terms to use to look, if I find an article that is, say, right on target for my topic, I might take a look at the search terms that are used to describe that article and maybe plug those into another search to help me find similar things. Down here we have the abstract. Sometimes it's called the summary or the description. This is an overview of the article, its methodology, and sometimes a little bit about the results. Recommend taking a look at this before you spend the time reading the entire article. It'll give you an idea of whether or not it's going to fit in with your research and maybe whether or not it's actually a good match. Okay, so if that looks good, you can go ahead and click on the Access Now button, and it'll take you to the page where you can access that article. A couple things to note here on the article page. We have a Cite button. Clicking on that will take you to a pop-up where you can find pre-made citations for your references or your works cited page. So you could select APA or MLA, and it gives you a citation that you can just copy and paste, or a new feature is that you can just hit the button for copy to clipboard. And then you can paste that into your notes, your works cited page, so you can get back to it later on. And while pre-made citations are provided and they are convenient, it's always good to take a look at them and double check the formatting to make sure it matches the style that you're using. So thanks for watching this video today, and remember that you can always get in touch with us, drop in during our business hours, give us a call, send us a text, make an appointment, and you can also email or chat with us online.